What's going on, Smitties? It is Patrick here, and I'm back with another episode of The Great Debate. We got two fine young gentlemen here today. Who do I got with me?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Yoon here.
Hey, what's up? It's Serial Assassin. Alright, so what we got today is we're talking about the topic of going to college. What do you do when you get out of high school? Is college important enough to do it, or do you just jump right into the workforce and making some of those greenbacks? What do you guys think?
You go ahead first.
Well, we talk about kind of what our experience is with this. So, for example, I went to college, or university as it's called here, and I left in my final year. So what is your guys' experience with college? Have you been? Have you not been?
Well, I'm still in high school, so I got the decision to make this year. I'm going into my senior year. And like right now, I'm looking at it as that I don't know what else to do, right? I can go into the workforce, but it seems like it makes sense to go to college or university, but at the same time you go and then a lot of people don't even have any work after they spend 4 years there and, are now $100,000 in debt. That's my stance on it.
All right, well,
Yeah.
I can put my 2 cents into this. Now, I personally, I never went to college. I thought about it, but, I came from a single mother, no money, so as soon as I could work, I've been working since I was 12. Stopped working and going to school just wasn't an option. So I just got right into the workforce, and I just, picked up books wherever I could and learned everything I needed to learn to advance in my careers. But on the other hand, my brother, he went to the Army. He was a Marine for 4 years, came home, had the GI Bill, went to college. He has, a bachelor's degree in environmental engineering. He can't find a job. He's been looking for 3 years.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
Well, that's the thing is, no matter what you decide to do, it's a risk. It's a huge risk. Whether you decide to just go into the workforce straight away, or go into the armed forces, or you decide to go to college, there's no guarantee that you'll be able to find work, or that it will lead somewhere where you want it to go. Like, it's always going to be a risk. You just have to kind of know which one is best for you at the time. Like for me, I always grew up kind of knowing that I was going to go to university.
Yeah, that's like me.
But then when I actually went, I didn't really know what I wanted to do or what I wanted to be. And the way it turned out was what I was studying was never going to get me where I wanted to go. So I decided to leg it. And that was the best decision I ever made, was leaving university. For me, it's all about your personal preference, to be honest, what you want to do.
Do you think a lot of people go to university just because like they don't know what they want to do, but their parents want them to go?
Yeah, you can kind of stall on deciding what your life wants. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, if I had just never gone in the first place, I might not have been as well off as I am now. Even though my university really had no bearing on my career, it still might have helped me get to where I am today.
Yeah, a lot of...
And I think...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Obviously, if you know you want to be a lawyer or a doctor or something where you need a certain qualification and need years after that, then obviously uni or college is the right thing to do. That's where you have to go. But most people don't have their complete dream job out there before they go, and that's the problem. I think in America, like you go in like undecided to your degree, and you don't like have your major till like later on. And that can maybe be good, because I went straight from first year doing sports and exercise science, and after about 6 months I was like bored of that course, and there was nothing I could really do about it. I was stuck with that course.
Yeah, there's not many people who go into university and they're like, I want to be a doctor. Mm-hmm. And I mean, you go in and like Cyril, you said, it's at the point now that like a bachelor's really doesn't even get you anything,
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I know from the workforce that, if you have a college degree, whether it's a bachelor's, associate, and up, you're guaranteed to get that much more. And the reason is not what you have on that piece of paper. The fact that you earn that piece of paper shows that you have the dedication to follow through with doing something to get to that next level. And that's what it shows. It shows that dedication. So
yeah, but I was just going to say, there's so many people out there that have it now that it's almost like it's not a big deal. Whereas like maybe 50 years ago when you got it, like, college was such a good idea. But now it's kind of, I think it means less.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. I think because of things like Google, like there isn't anything I can't really search if I want to know something, if I want to do something. So I think information's so much easier to get that unless you're doing something like medicine or where you need these specific skills.
Yeah.
It's really not that important. And there's also like classifications of degree. There's like first class and second class and things, and they do still make a little bit of a difference. But I don't know if I'll ever use my degree. I have a bachelor's degree. I just don't have it with honors. And I don't know if I'll ever end up even using that in my life, because it doesn't make a difference if you want to just get a minimum wage job. They don't care.
Yeah.
It's other factors which get that. It's you've spent 4 years at university and then you're still applying for minimum wage jobs, which is where I was like 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Like it didn't matter that I'd spent 3 years at university. One of the things that I would definitely say is that if you do decide to go to university, Patrick, and that's what you want to do, and I'm not trying to put you off that, but make sure you learn life skills along with it. A lot of people like go through university and they just don't cook meals, they don't do their washing, they just they never really grow up, and then they go to they finish university and they're in the outside, the real world, and they're like, fuck, Mom, where are you? Like, I need help.
You need to find it.
I think there's a lot of people who go just to party is the other thing. Like, I know so many people, they just, like, that's all they tell me about is, oh yeah, like I got drunk every day this week, and it's like, I guess it's fun, but like, is it worth your whole future if you drop out and stuff? Yeah,
I mean, I spent like 3 years there just partying a couple of nights a week, like for 3 whole years, and I'm sure it was great, but you can do that without going to college. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My 2 cents on this is, Patrick, if you don't know what you want to go to university or college for, I would say, but you know that you want to go, I would say go the first 2 years, get all your general studies out. The stuff that you're going to have to take regardless what topic you go to. Because honestly, like in high school, you mature to a certain level and you make decisions in your life and you start to, get the maturity of what you want to do with the rest of your life. But once you get to college is that next level. Like between 18 and 21, you tend to rediscover yourself, and things that may have been important when you were 17 don't seem so important when you're 20. So just like I said, if you're going to go to university or college, go do it, but get your general studies out and then make that decision for your major as you're there, because that's when you'll actually know what you really want to do. So I mean, that would be my 2 cents. And you know what?
Yeah, definitely.
Get a party in now and then, but just make sure your grades are solid before you go to party.
Oh yeah, I'm just talking like every day kind of. I don't know.
I would definitely say that, like, give yourself, when you're at school, so before you're going to college, give yourself all the options that you can. Like, get yourself good grades. You don't even have to study that much when you're in school to get good grades. Apply for colleges. Like, even if you get in, you can decide to opt out. But I think you should always give yourself as many options as you can as like a younger person. And then if you still don't know what you want to do, then there's no problem with going to university and college and figuring out when you're there. There's no certainty that you'll ever figure out what you want to do, though. That's one of the things.
Yeah, I mean,
you'll never be sure.
As a father, I mean, my son just turned 15, and he's going into his sophomore year. And I keep telling him, like, look, this is the time that you need to focus on school, because your grades from last year and your grades, going forward are going to be on your permanent record, and they're going to be looked at when you go to college. So, yes, football, baseball, basketball, whatever sports you want to do will help you get into college, maybe get a scholarship or a partial scholarship or whatever. But the bottom line is your grades are always going to matter if you want to go to school, and because he wants to be a football player. He wants to go and play college football. And I told him, I said, that's great.
Tough route.
Yeah, I mean, and he knows that 1 out of every 400,000 high school stars get onto the pros through college.
Yeah.
I mean, he understands the stats. So I said, look, man, if you can use your athletic talent to get you a free secondary education, then do it. But make sure that you're there and you get the education.
Yeah.
I mean, real quick, I had a buddy of mine. He went to Penn State on a full athletic scholarship. And he had no desire to play football on the pro level. He was drafted, I think, in the 5th round of the NFL draft, and he turned down a contract, and he went to work in a major company, and, he's just a big-time salesperson now, and he parlayed his college education and his, Penn State career into being more successful in the business world, and he's a multimillionaire just by taking clients out and getting them drunk and getting them to sign on the bottom line. But I mean, awesome. That's what I'm saying. It's be smart with your decisions as you go through college. Just don't be that party animal that is waking up on the lawn every morning and rushing to get whatever. So
if you do decide to go, anyone out there, work hard when you get there. When I went to university, I didn't work very hard. I didn't have a problem with grades or anything, but I would study the day before, pass the exam. But now I don't know any of those skills that I learned. I learned them for an exam, and
Yeah, you
they're
learn
gone
it and
now.
you just forget
So,
it.
Yeah, so the best way to treat university is, there is time to party and there's time to study. There is time to do both. I just sat around partying and watching YouTube videos all the time. and I never studied. But I was in a situation where I could get away with it. But just because you can get away with it doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. Because I didn't take enough away from university what I could have done. But I think, should we try and sum it up now?
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think.
go ahead,
Zero.
go, Un, go.
Okay. Well, I think in summary, like after high school, no matter what decision you make, it's gonna be tough. You're in the real world, and you've just gotta go with that decision 100%, whatever you pick, and just good luck to anyone out there who's deciding whether they decide to go or not. I don't think university is that be-all, end-all. You have to go if you want to be successful. I don't think that's true at all. It can help you if you do it right. If you go to university, make the most of it. If you don't, make the most of it, and that's pretty much it for me anyway.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I'm most likely I'm going next year, so just more so a matter of where I'm going and what I'm gonna do, but should be an experience, and that's really all I got.
And on that note, Patrick, I will tell you this: being in the workforce now for 20 plus years, if whatever you decide to do, make sure you love doing that, whatever it is, because going to a job that pays great but you can't stay in your job, it will drain you. So find something that you love to do that doesn't feel like work. And then if you're passionate enough about it and you're good at it, you keep at it and you get better and better and better, the money will come with whatever you decide to do.
That's the ultimate goal right there, isn't it? Do something
Maybe
you love with all your time.
Yep.
Maybe I'll just blow up like PewDiePie and everything will be good.
Yeah, fuck this. Let's just become famous YouTubers.
All right, guys.
All right, that's it?
Yeah, man, that's it, man. Another great episode.
All right, check out Yoon and Serial. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys later.
I'm out.
Peace. Peace.